Hey guys, welcome back to a random product critic. Filming this on my phone, so it might be a little bit shaky, but I've gotten a few requests to do an update on the Hush earbuds now that I've had them for a little while. So you can see in front of me I have two of the Hush chargers. So this one on the right hand side is the original one I got when I got it as one of the beta testers. They accidentally shipped out 600 of these, so this was the original one. Eventually they found that the firmware on them had some problems, so for all of those about 600 people they sent out a brand new charging case. So that was a really good thing that they found, because this charging case in general has been way better. It just charges more consistently and a little bit faster, and in general just a little bit better all around. As far as the earbuds themselves, they're about the same. I haven't had really any issues with them. There's been a couple updates for firmware that have been really useful on making them a little more connected and whatnot. When I first got these, they would kind of disconnect all the time, during the night and whatnot. So they've fixed a lot of that, so they stay connected much better. And then the apps have also gone through a lot of improvements on just stability things, keeping the earbuds connected, keeping the notification there better. In general, much more stable. Unfortunately, a lot of features that have still been requested have not been implemented. Custom time lengths haven't been in there, better notifications, things like that. So the apps still have a lot of improvement that they could add to them, but I think they're still just working on making it be as stable as possible, because they're shipping out thousands of these now. So as far as general usage, the electronic part's fine. I'm still finding that they perform really well in general. They still block out pretty good noise, and I haven't had any problems with that at all. The only main problem that I have is if you don't sleep in just the right few positions, sometimes the earbuds can hurt no matter what tips you use. Like, I've tried every tip, I've tried sleeping through them, and I've come to the conclusion that these ones fit the best, but even in certain positions, they still can hurt a little bit. It just takes getting used to, and sleeping in those right positions. Another thing that I have noticed is the pillow type that you sleep on. Obviously, stomach sleepers or back sleepers aren't going to have as much of a problem, but for a side sleeper like I am, the pillow type that you have can make a lot of difference. So I did a memory foam one, a little bit harder of a pillow, and those actually push these into my ears quite a bit more, sometimes to be uncomfortable. Whereas if I did like a softer cotton pillow, no problem sleeping on the side. However, in both situations, if I slept, with my head tilted a little bit, it would kind of push the earbud in an angle that I didn't want it to, and it, if this was my ear, it would kind of push it like this, and so it would kind of push up where it became uncomfortable. But it hasn't happened enough to really bother me. I just got used to sleeping in the right position. The only other thing I don't like is they occasionally fall out, and that's probably more just my ear type. I've always had that problem, with running with headphones and things. For me, there's not really a way around that. But, in general, if you pick the right tip, you shouldn't have a problem with them falling out, usually. So you'll want to definitely, sample that quite a bit over a few nights and get the right ones that work for you for comfort and for staying in. Another thing that, is just me and probably won't affect a lot of people is The highest timed option for these is 4 hours. So I would select that quite often, and it would be pretty good. But as soon as that 4 hours was up, like my ears would get used to the noise that was going through. So when it stopped, it would actually wake me up. So that's just kind of a weird thing that my body processed. But and it's only happened 3 or 4 times, even though I've been using these pretty consistently. So those are probably the only few downsides. In general, I still really like Hush. I think it's great for what it's used for. Blocks out sound really well. Has an okay battery life. I wish it was a little longer, but it works. It's really good for noisy situations, even if you're not sleeping. So plane rides, or even if you wanted to do like construction or something, just like a good earplug to block out some of the louder stuff. They're really good for that type of thing. They're really good at blocking out noise. So I would definitely recommend them still, even with the few things that I've found to be a little bit difficult to get around. They're still great product, great idea. The price is a little bit expensive for some, unless you really need them. You could probably get away with doing normal earplugs, but they are a great product in general, great idea, and they function pretty well. So I guess that's my quick update. If you guys have any experience with these now that they've been out for a little while, feel free to comment below and let us know how you guys like them. You can go to their website and find out more information on what Hush is, and some different specifications about that as well. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in another video.